guess what? Today's my last day of being a teenager. Tomorrow I turn 20. That's 2 hands. I'm scared. I woke up. I had breakfast. I had one of those Velveeta chocolate bars and a cashew cookie one and yogurt. It was yummy. But today I have to go to work, so I'm wearing my work clothes. Look at my new pants. They're gray. They have flannel on the inside and it's peeking out. Look at that. Isn't it so cute? So I work in the bakery for 4 hours, 9 to 1. Yippee. And they gave me a $15 like cake voucher. I'm gonna see if I can get pies with it, because if so, I'm gonna get 3 pies, a cherry, a apple, and a blueberry, because those are the ones on sale. And I'm gonna bring them along because this weekend we're going to my grandma's and my cousin's, because it's my cousin's graduation party. What? Yeah, because I want to have cake tomorrow for my actual birthday. Oh my gosh, 20. That's such a big number. I know, Phoebes. You want to say hi? Oh, she's so pretty. Yeah, but it's like 7:30 right now, so I don't have to leave right away. And I'm gonna bike to work because I like biking. Look, I made a little keychain thing. It's supposed to be like a parachute. Just a poof, and then I got all my keys. You know what's funny? Is that most of these keys do not do anything. Because this one opens my locker at work. And this one's my home key. The rest of these, they don't do anything. My mom's like, do you know where these go to? And I was like, no. She's like, me neither. And I'm like, can I have them? So I put those ones on. Got this one at school, back in 7th grade. I think it was like an old school teacher. This one is one that my grandma gave me. I didn't know what goes to it. And this one is actually a bottle opener that my friend gave me. You know what's fun? I could put this part in my pocket. And then look, it just like is chilling. Isn't that so much fun? But these are carpenter pants. I can put my keys in there or in here. I haven't done this yet. Uh-oh, you guys shouldn't do that. Little poof thing. Wow. So I have this thing on here. So now it's hanging back on. So maybe that's not the smartest idea. I just realized there's a double pocket. This one must be for the coins. I have a coin in my pants downstairs. I gotta grab that. Isn't that so cool though? I can just carry a hammer around with me. It's kind of heavy. Just like, I think I got my belt on. Hi! Guess what time it is? 3 o'clock. Like 3:30 or something. But anyway, so I went to work. Well, I go out in the garage, and guess where my bike is? It's not there. So my sister stole it. So I was like, okay, it's time to get going right now then. So I just like took off. I started walking, and I was kind of running because I was scared I was gonna be late. I wasn't. I was 20 minutes early still. Good thing about always showing up early. Even if you're late, you're still early. Anyway, so work was fun. I had a good time. I got to package muffins, which is one of my favorite things to do. Yeah. But honestly, I did get super sweaty like on the way to work and the way back because those pants I was wearing, they're like lined with the flannel on the inside. Yeah, and then I had lunch. I had avocado bagels, and then my mom got some Triscuits. They were pretty good too. But then she was like wanting me to do outside work, so then I went and did that too because I was already sweaty. So then I went in and took a shower. So it's my wet hair update. You like the mullet? I know, I got it back. But now I'm doing laundry because I got these new shorts that are awesome, but they said something about staining other clothes. I'm like, I hope that's not happening. So I have just like some black stuff in there and then one white thing I don't really care about. And I'm gonna see if that gets stained. And if it doesn't, then I don't have to worry about those short staining things. But if it does, then I have to worry about that. But that's what I'm doing right now. And I think a little later I'm gonna play The Sims. I don't know, we were gonna have hamburger helper for supper tonight. Maybe not. Oh, I also got the pie secured. Got a cherry, a blueberry, and an apple. I think I might have a piece of cherry pie because that one, the other two, it says sell by July 11th, but the other one says sell by July 9th. So I don't know if that one would be able to make it to my going to my cousin's house this weekend, because that would be like at least a few days past its sell by date. I mean, it could be good, but I also kind of want pie. But I guess it depends on how I'm feeling. If I'm out for pie tonight, which I probably am. I love pie. Look at this new shirt I got. It was this one, these pants, those shorts, and I got something else. I know it was blue. Blue like this. Oh, it was a blue button up and it had like checkers. It's good. But oh my gosh. You like? Anyway, so that's my update. Bye. So we're back and I'm playing The Sims, as you can see. I haven't done this in forever, like make a video about The Sims, but I thought, because I want to show off my Sims. Like that one video I did showing off my Sims because it's my birthday. This is kind of it, but it's because it's the day before my birthday. Anyway, I don't know what, I want the lights back on, but I got a call and it said it's being maintained. Look at this. If I click it on, turn on, utilities are under maintenance due to squirrels. So I guess I just don't get to see, and you don't get to see my house. Anyway, it's an ugly house anyway. I just kind of expanded onto it and I didn't really redo it. So the front, oh my gosh, look at it, it's so ugly. I should be put to jail. Anyway, I do kind of like, just like this angle. I kind of like whatever this is. You know what, I don't understand. My Sims will not stop using this ladder. It's annoying. But anyway, so inside we walk into this little room and you can either go to the left or to the right or to the bathroom. Back here we have the shop. It's a flower and a woodworking and a tattooing parlor or whatever. So you can sell flowers and stuff. And then this is like the workroom with all the flowers. I did make some stuff. One of my pots broke. I didn't know that could happen with that, so that's a bit annoying. Or you can go to the left or no, right. This is like a little downstairs living area. There's another bathroom. Go up the stairs and here, I'll do this. There's 2 bedrooms because there's 2 different families. They're just living in the same house. So this one is where Ollie and Fleur sleep, and then their child Lee, and then this is Brock and Arwen's side of like the apartment. They don't have a bathroom, so they gotta share this one. But this is their little living space. They got a little kitchen and a grill. You have a thing with the bug lately where like plates won't just get put in the sink. It's so annoying. But this is Brock and Arwen. No, this is Jacques and Arwen's area, and this is Brock's room. Anyway, I'm starting the Very Veggie Legacy that Little Simsy made. So that's what I'm doing. But I'll show you all my Sims. So this isn't a Sim I created. This is one of the Sim new townies, Ollie. I'll show you a different Sim first. So Arwen. This is like my generation legacy thing because I wanted to connect them to the new Very Veggie because I wanted to still keep playing with them. So I was like, okay, I'll play with him. I'll choose him as the heir. And I had such a hard time finding someone for him to marry because at first I was like, oh, him and Ollie. Like, I think they would be so cute. But then they just like weren't getting along, and I was like, oh. So then I made Fleur. for him, and I was like fully on like Fleur flowers, like Fleur's flower in French. So I was like, oh, she's definitely have that type of kids, like the broccoli. And, but then they got really along well as friends, but not like romantically. And I was like, oh. So then I made Jacques. I love Jacques. He's one of my favorites. He's got a bunch of tattoos and he's like into woodworking. What the kit came out with, like the garage kit. I don't remember what it's called, but I wasn't buying it. But I was like, oh, I feel inspired. So that's what I made Jacques. And then him. Oh, I forgot their relationship is like on the rocks. They're gonna break up, I swear, any day. I think it's Arwen's problem. I think maybe he should be like not in a relationship. I don't think it works for him. But they're gonna break up soon. And actually Ollie and Fleur I don't think are doing well either, because I end up getting them together. Like, I like the new relationship stuff from Love Struck, but oh my gosh, is it so much harder to have your Sims be married? Like, you constantly have to be doing stuff. Like, I've only had one like good one so far, and that's Arwen's grandparents, because these are his parents, Kenny and Teddy. Teddy's won't show up, but they're like on the rocks too, and I was trying to get them to go to counseling, but Job and Maggie were married, and they're like the perfect couple. I love them so much, and when they died like really recently. I was like, oh my gosh. Especially Job, I loved him. He was like one of my favorite Sims. Anyway, so yeah, but then I have Brock and Lee, because then I was like, what if I just make 2 greens gens and have them like be the broccoli generation together. So I want them to get married, so they're like, this is an apartment, and I kind of like purposely set them up. But this is Brock. She's very pretty. I like her little outfits. I wonder if it'll let me show off them if I do that. Change outfit. I can't go into cast this way because it'll stop recording. But these are her outfits. I like this one a lot. I've never used that vampire top before, like in this way. But yes, very pretty. And then this is Lee. But this is Lee. So broccoli. This shirt was unlocked, just like for funsies in the thing, even though I never went and got it at like the thrift store thingy. And I was like, this is perfect. She has more of a lime green. I know the challenge is dark green, but I have Brock wearing most of the dark green, and I'm like, there's not much more stuff to choose. So yeah, so that's Lee. Oh, her outfits. Oh, I did click on her. Change outfit. But these are all her outfits. I like her party wear too. It's cool. I got some more lime green in this one. But that is my Sims and their house. And I guess that's it. I don't know what else. I just wanted to show off my Sims. Yeah. But that was fun. Bye, bye, bye.